So good morning. So good morning. So we will continue our discussion in total quality management. Now we are moving to module 4, which is about Six Sigma. There is a concept called the Six Sigma, which is widely adopted in industries, both in India as well as abroad also. Even Indian industries, most automobile companies know. So actually, this is a tool. Actually, Six Sigma is a tool where it's a problem solving. So just to improve the quality, how to improve the quality, what are the procedures we are going to follow? Basically, it's the philosophy. So it is delivering tomorrow's performance today itself. Every day performance will keep on increasing. 30 years back, whatever performance, for example, even if we take a university, 30 years, because I studied 30 years ago, the same performance we are not expecting from our students. So I studied in 1984, 88, I studied it. So now almost more than 30 years now. Now 2022, the same type of performance we are not expecting because there are so many updates. Everything, mechanical engineering has grown like anything. Because when I studied, no, mechatronics was not there. CAD/CAM was there, but SolidWorks is not there. Only AutoCAD. That too. When I studied, no, even PC was not there. So this Six Sigma, what it says is you have to deliver tomorrow's performance today. So that should be the idea. You have to aim for excellence. So this, I think it's not my thing. Presentation I've taken from some other things. So they are given whatever layout, they are given what are the various tools. One tool is very important for us. Tools for Six Sigma, DMAIC, so that define, measure, improve, analyze, and control. DMAIC methodologies, that is going to be very important, which we are going to discuss in detail. So first, what is Six Sigma, you must know, and why we should go for Six. These two things are very important. Sigma, you know, just like alpha, beta, sigma, it's a Greek letter, and it is used in statistics to represent the standard deviation. And I have been telling TQM is the subject, it's more concerned about variation. And any total quality management, we have to minimize the variation. We have to minimize the variation from the target value. So there is going to be a target value or mean value. So it depends. In some cases, we can take it as target value also. So from the target value, the variation should be minimum. That's what they do. But it is in contradiction with innovation. Nowadays, people are talking about innovation also. The innovation means we have to show some variation. But of course, if we want to minimize the variation, we require innovation also. So sigma measures how far a given process deviates from perfection. That's what is standard deviation. So I have been telling when we discuss about statistical quality control, two concepts are very important. One is average, and the other one is the standard deviation. Both should be considered. Usually, I give a cricket example. So when you are seeing a person's performance, you have to see the average. For example, if you take test matches, what is the average? And the next thing we have to see the standard deviation also. The average should be higher the better, whereas standard deviation lower the better. Higher Six Sigma capability, better performance. That's what we will see. So Six Sigma, I am going to show here 1 Sigma, 2 Sigma, 3 Sigma, and you will understand what is the difference between 1 Sigma and 6 Sigma. And now we are approaching only 6 Sigma, but now people are talking about 7 Sigma and 8 Sigma also. But right now, 6 Sigma, it's very difficult. 6 Sigma, because I'm going to tell this 6 Sigma will tolerate the number of defects per 1 million. So if you are doing some 1 million components, we can tolerate a maximum of 3.4 defects. So 1 million, it is 10 lakhs. Out of 10 lakhs, only 3.4 numbers can be effective products. That is Six Sigma. That itself is not that easy. That means you have to deliver the components defect free. That means your performance should be very good, and some improvement should be there. So it's a highly Six Sigma is a highly disciplined process that enables the organization deliver nearly perfect. That's what. So if you say out of 10 lakhs, if you want three defects, means it should be nearly perfect product, even if it is service also. So the feature of 6 arrived statistically from the current average maturity of the most business interface. So how did you get it? That Six Sigma, normally we have taken this from, they have studied the performance of business enterprises, and then they decide about the 6. So I have one slide. What is the difference between 1 Sigma and 6 Sigma? So it is Six Sigma is a philosophy, and as well as it's a goal, as perfect, as practically as possible. And I told you, practically zero defect is not possible. So whenever we are doing, even if you take this class also, many times, maybe one student will fail. So these all the students possible will not. Of course, this subject it is possible, but if you take a subject like heat transfer, so zero defect. Defect means if somebody is failing if you take as a defect. So practically we should try to make it perfect. This is the methodology. So basically, a problem solving tool. Next class, we'll see the DMAIC. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So that is a DMAIC methodology. It is a symbol of quality. So all Six Sigma is about quality. So what is Six Sigma? It is a statistical concept that measures a process in terms of defects. That was, I told you, out of 1 million opportunity, 1 million means 10 lakhs. Out of 1 million opportunities, we can tolerate of 3.4 defects only. That is Six Sigma. So you must understand Six Sigma is not a standard. There is no certificate, because in the 5th model we are going to see ISO certificate and other things that you can. So this is not such a Six Sigma. It's not a certificate. It is not a standard. It is nothing metric, no percentage, nothing. It is a philosophy. It's a quality philosophy and a way of improving the performance by knowing where you are and where you could be. And the methodology to measure and improve the company's performance, practice, and the systems. So why should we go for Six Sigma? It is imagined as a natural evolution in business to increase profit by eliminating the defects. I think this we have seen long ago. No? I gave one example. For example, if you are making some 100 components, some 10 components are defects. That means you are labor is involved, material is involved, so money is there. If you have 10 out of 100 components, if you are not able to sell, defect means you will not be able to sell. If you are not able to sell means you cannot make money. The remaining 90 only you will be able to sell. So this defect support, of course, cost is there. Material cost is there, labor cost is there. Of course, reworking and other things we can do. So when we are eliminating defects, our profit will increase. That means instead of 10 defects, if there is only 1 defect, for example, 99 products you will be able to sell. So that means your profit will increase. So the ideal situation is the defect should be zero defects. Aim for 0 defects, so that all the products you will be able to sell and your profit will increase. So if there is a defect, now you will not sell. If you are not able to sell, means money is there. That cost also will come under 90. Only 90 you are able to sell. The remaining 10 products also, your material charge is there, the labor charge is there. And there are some other reasons why you should go for Six Sigma. Customer expectations. So that is going to be very important. So, for example, we are running this university. We have for example, how to run a university. You conduct an entrance examination. You arrange for placement. You conduct a teaching learning process. There, evaluation is there. All these things are there. That is not going to help. Customer expectations are there. We are conducting, of course, we are conducting we take VIT, we are conducting an entrance examination, which is as good as NEET or JEE. I think you will all agree with me. We are running, then the teaching learning process, our syllabus. So customer expectations, so when placement, all these things. So Six Sigma comes into picture. And if you take an industry, if the defect should be 3 defects per 10 lakh components means the customer expectation should be met. Then technological change. So everywhere there is a change. Now the last 2 years, I think from Monday onwards, we are going back for this offline classes. So we never realized 2 years back we realized we will be able to personally I never realized last 2 years I have been taking online classes. But before 2020 March, no, I was very reluctant. Even VIT, they have been encouraging me to take online classes before COVID, because we never know that GMeet is available, all these things. Sometimes there is a problem. Now we know GMeet is available free. And it is possible. Technological change also, we have to take care. Everywhere there is a change in technology. That has to be taken in a global competition. So that is very important. Now, multinational products are coming. Every product, everywhere washing machine, everywhere, global competition. Unless otherwise, you are quality philosophy. You are going for some tools like Six Sigma, no, you will not be able to face the global competition. That is a problem with the television. Color television, no, before that, globalization was not there. Before globalization, no, we are only 2 color TV companies. One is called Solidar and one is Dynara. Because Indian market is a huge market and they were enjoying the monopoly. Only 2 companies. There are 2 companies. And now all you need no Indian company. So global competition are forced to go for quality philosophy concepts like then market fragmentation. So that is also there. Everywhere the market is fragmented. It is 30 years back now. One company is there, monopoly will be there. Now markets are fragmented like anything. Unless otherwise you improve your quality, you will not be able to capture any business. They will try to capture the market. They will try to capture the market. For example, I told you Colgate. Right now toothpaste around 50% of the Indian market. 50% of the Indian market is controlled by Colgate. So that capturing the market is then only you can expand your business. And that's what I told you, Six Sigma levels. So 2 Sigma means out of 10 lakhs, we can tolerate 3,08,537 defects can be tolerated. And you will understand if you, for example, our railways, Indian Railways, one of the largest railways in the world, they cannot go for example, the accident in case of railway, all over India, it's a huge network. So many railways are, so many trips are being planned every day, and so many lines are. I don't know. I don't know number. I don't know. There's so many trips are being planned every day by Indian Railways, and you see out of 10 lakh, you cannot go for 3,08,000 accidents. You cannot try. So when it comes to a thing like railway, it has to be much more than 2 Sigma. It has to be much more than 3 Sigma. Of course, if you have an industry, okay, we can accept this type of defects. But all railways, they have to operate something like this, 5 Sigma. Even Indian Railways is close to full. Even though we have some accidents, but there are so many number of trips that are being planned every day by Indian Railways. So roughly Indian Railways, that it was a surprise for me. They are operating around 6 Sigma to 5 Sigma. And even all the courier services, even courier companies, postal and courier companies, they have to operate so they're out of 10 lakh letters now, only 3 or maybe 233 defects only should be there. You know very well, most of the courier companies, they will deliver. They will deliver. This way, we have to. There are some cases, just like that I told you. We cannot tolerate 2 Sigma. For example, Indian Railways, we cannot tolerate 2 Sigma. It has to be either 5 Sigma or 6 Sigma. So these are some of the companies which are using Six Sigma, Motorola, Ericsson, and almost in many Indian companies they are following. Especially if you take all TVS group companies in Chennai, where automobile accessories, all TVS group companies, all the major companies in Chennai, they are following this Six Sigma. The three methodologies, of course, DMAIC is going to be, we will be discussing in the next week sometime. This DMAIC methodologies, so define, measure, analyze, improve, control. And then there is something called BPMS, Business Process Management System, and then DMADD. This full form I don't remember. So here you are creating a new process which will perform at 6 Sigma. The BPM emphasis on process improvement and automation. So we know automation is nothing but with little human intervention here. So now normally, when human intervention is very less, means the chances of defects will be less. Assuming many times human will make error. Human will make error. So if it is something is automatic, for example, even if you take a lathe, automatic, if it is a CNC machine, CNC machine, we cannot call it as a fully automatic machine because loading and unloading operator will do. But the CNC program will take care of the feed rate. Because when lathe, the operator has to give the feed rate and the depth of it. So if it is not given properly, the surface finish will be very poor. So automation, if it is a CNC machine, machine will take care. So you go for automation. If you go for automation, is nothing but with little human intervention, you try to complete the manufacturing process. So if that is the case, quality will be good because human intervention is very less. Of course, everywhere TTM we have been telling improvement is very important. Process improvement and automation. This BPMS, what they're telling, you go for automation and process improvement. Combining BPM strategies with Six Sigma is the most powerful way to improve the performance. So that is what about this business process management system. So next one is DMAIC. So this is what we will be discussing. There is a procedure. What is different? But whatever already we have learned, only we are going to repeat that actually. So it's a logical and structured approach to problem solving. So you take one problem. All problems we cannot take. Any DMAIC means you take one problem where defect is coming. And how we are going to improve the process. It is an iterative process. Continuously you keep on trying. This is the quality which focuses on change management. So the phases I told you, DMAIC means phase of Six Sigma, define specific goals to achieve the outcomes consistent with the customer demand and business strategy. Measure the reduction of defects. That is very important. So before Sigma, so many defects are there. After the implementation of Sigma, the defects. Unless you measure, you cannot tell what is the reduction. Then analyze the problems, cause, effect. That's what we have been doing previously, the cause and effect, fishbone diagram, Pareto analysis, and even last classes also we have seen affinity diagram, tree diagram, prioritization matrix, and activity network diagrams. So all these things, these are all some of the tools which will basically all the tools, they will study the relationship between the cause and effect. So we have seen what is the objective, why litter is being thrown, and then we are doing lack of awareness. So all these things, we are trying to find the relationship between the cause and effects. Failure mode effect analysis. So all these things. So that's what analysis. All the tools, whatever we are learning, that is analyze based. And then improvement. So once you know what is cause, what is effect. So even if you do FMEA, we can give the recommendations. The RPN number, we have to reduce the RPN number. This priority number should be reduced. So we can recommend something and we can reduce the RPN number. But implementation, we have to see improvement of the process. So we have to measure the process, and we should say before Six Sigma, this is what. So we have analyzed by various tools, and this is the improvement we have. For that, we have to measure the process. And then controlling. So once you are making improvement, we have to control the process so that the defects can be completely. So that we will be discussing in the next week. So DMAD, this is third technique. BPMS, DMAIC, and DMAD. So this is define the project, measure the opportunity, analyze the process, design the process, and verify the performance. So this we will skip because DMAIC you study because many times DMAIC is very important. When should Six Sigma be used? So if there are processes that generate a lot of negative customer feedback, whether that customer is internal or external. I think at this stage, you know what is internal customer, external customer. External customer, so customer means external customer. Internal customer is the supplier. Supplier is the internal customer. Or I told you for one department, the previous department, the successive department is a customer for you. For example, lathe we are doing the machining and then we are giving it to the grinding. So grinding is a customer for this lathe department. Machine shop, lathe machine shop. For lathe machine shop, the grinding shop is going to be the customer. So that is internal customer. So the components of Six Sigma should be considered as a means to study and rectify the problem. So when you have more number of defects or when you have negative customer feedback, then only we should go for Six Sigma. So what are the benefits? So sustained success will be there. That is very important. So global competition, reason we do technological change, all these things are there. Success should be sustained. It should be maintained. So Six Sigma will do that. So once you start following Six Sigma, you will have success. First you will have success, and then it will be sustained. And it sets performance goals for everyone. Enhances value for customers. So that is what TQM very important. So we have to add value to the customer. We have to not only previously we were telling satisfy the customer. So now we have to make the customer delighted. Delight of the customer is going to be very important. Customer is going to be the key. Accelerate the rate of improvement, promotes learning across boundaries, executes strategic change. These are some of the benefits of Six Sigma. The usage of Six Sigma. Usually Six Sigma has to be practiced by senior management. Unless otherwise you have the support of senior management, Six Sigma cannot be implemented. It is driven by customer needs. Customer is required. That's why we are going for 6 months. Customer wants defect-free products. So it is that drive that only we are going for 6 months. It should be led by senior management and it should be enabled by a quality team. So there will be a team for Six Sigma which will be doing all these things. So methodology, organization tools. So these are some of the Pareto chart, process variation, upper limit, regression, process. So these are some of the tools which we are using. Methodology, define, measure, analyze, improve, control, methodology, tools, whatever we are using. So we have studied many tools we have studied so far. And then organization wise, it is Six Sigma is driven by the customer, led by the management, senior management. It is enabled by the quality team. So when practiced as a management system, Six Sigma is a high performance system for executing business strategy. It's a top-down solution. That means from the top, it has to go to the bottom, lowest level, to help the organizations to align their business strategy to critical improvement. Of course, the Six Sigma everywhere now, business means making profit is going to be very important. So business strategy should be aligned with the improvement efforts. And sometimes now when you want to make some improvement, it will be very expensive. So that has to be taken care of. So because your profit will come down. So we have to make improvements, we have to reduce the defects, but at lower cost also. So that is called aligning the business. Any business means you know very well, we have to improve, we have to increase the profits. Mobilize teams to attack high impact projects. Accelerate improved business results. Govern efforts to ensure improvements are sustained. So you will make an improvement and that has to be sustained. So Six Sigma identifies several key roles for its successful implement. So leadership, executive leadership, champion. So these are all some of the Six Sigma. I think beyond this. Just if you want to be, if you are really interested, no, Six Sigma courses are available. They are a bit expensive actually. Courses are available actually. If you're really interested in this area, no, I think you can attend black belt. Even VIT also, VIT Chennai for mechanical students. 1 year back, we arranged some Six Sigma courses actually. Dr. Mohan and Dr. Upashankar, they were handling the thing. So if you're really interested, no, if you are interested in going for a core company and if you are interested in quality, you know, I think you can have some Six Sigma courses. Even in Chennai, it's available. The 7 QC tools, that's what I'm telling you. What are the tools and techniques that can be used for? So already we have studied all these things. So these are tools and techniques which will be used in the analyze phase of the DMAIC methodology. So check sheets, already we have covered Pareto charts, cause and effect, that is fishbone diagram, histogram, scatter diagram, flow chart, control chart. Some training and certifications are here. That's what I'm telling you. Really, if you are interested in quality control in a core company, certifications are available. Chennai also many available. What is the conclusion? Six Sigma is a methodology used for aligning key business process to achieve those requirements. Utilizing rigorous data analysis to minimize the data. That's what I'm telling you. Minimizing the data variation, then only defects will be eliminated. So we have to minimize the variation. Process-wise, we have to find out. Then driving rapid and sustainable improvement. That's what one of the key concept of TPM. Improvement should be sustainable in the business process. So this I will stop for this class. We will meet on Monday. I think we are having our class in the AB2. I think I have not seen it up. We are having our classes academic block 2. Block 2, I think 6th floor. If my memory is right, I think room number I don't remember. It is in the 6th floor. So Monday we will meet in academic block 2. And one reminder is about the DA1, Digital Assignment 1. The last date for submission is coming Sunday. This 13th of March at midnight, 12 o'clock is the last date. And I'll be very particular because we are given so many extensions. So no more excuses. I think you know all the hostel students, you came back and you are settling down in your hostel. So no more excuses. Please, today, even if you have not completed, no problem. Tomorrow, you please 1-2 hours you spend for TPM subject. You please complete the assignment and then upload it on or before 13th of March. That is DA1. And DA2, we will try to do in the class itself. That's what I'm doing. Because unnecessary, control chart what I'm Monday and what I'm planning is I will give one problem, which is an assignment, which is going to be the assignment. So that problem we will try to do in the class. Whatever remaining portion, you please do and you can scan, you can upload. Because control chart, we will ask most of the control chart will be there in the examination also, CAT2 examination. And now the main has come, it is very difficult. It is going to be a closed book examination. Because we are thinking, normally, I don't know whether you remember, before COVID, CAT2 exam will be actually open book exam. CAT1 will be closed book exam. That is pre-COVID. Before COVID, I think you studied up to second semester. 19B students, you know, before COVID, we had a CAT1 examination is closed book and CAT2 is. And now, because of this COVID, the CAT1 is open and now CAT2 is going to be closed book examination. And, what I am planning is I will try to plot the graph for every 76 students. No, name of the student will not be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the 76 students. CAT1 performance, I will give a chart. Mark variation. For example, somebody is getting percentage. I'll put it there because this is for CAT1 is for 30 marks, whereas CAT2 is for. 1 second. Okay. CAT2 is for 30 marks. And I'll put it as a percentage and I will try to plot a curve after CAT2 performance. And we will see what is the difference. What is the difference in performance between CAT1 and CAT2? Because there is a lot of change. CAT1 is open book exam. CAT2 is a closed book examination. And we will see, and then we will try to interpret this. The idea is, we will try to interpret why there is a difference. I am not very sure whether CAT1, whether the CAT2 performance will come below the CAT1 performance or above the CAT1. In general, trend I'm telling about the trend. So we will try to analyze. That is after the CAT2 exam, after the CAT2 examination. We will try to analyze why there is difference between open book and the closed book. Definitely, there will be a difference. There will be a difference. I'm not very sure whether it is going to. Actually, when we are practicing TPM, the CAT2 curve should be above. When we are making improvement, first CAT exam you studied, second semester, if you are following the concepts of TPM, there should be an improvement. That means the curve should come above CAT2. You will see, but because there is a difference, we try to interpret from the results.